Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello fellow students, let me introduce myself. My name is Novila Andini with NPM 2241017 from Accounting Study Program. In this video, I will discuss about business and strategic risk management. This material is very important because in today's business world, various risks can come from anywhere and organizations need to strategic approach to manage them. Business and strategic risk management is about how we navigate the complex risk landscape. The goal is to ensure that the organization remains resilient and successful even in the face of uncertainty. Let's start by understanding what business risk is. Business risk contains several categories. The first is financial risk. This includes risk related to financial performance such as market volatility, currency exchange rate fluctuations, and credit risk. Then, there is operational risk which arises from errors in internal process, system, or due to human errors can disrupt daily operations. And the third is a compliance risk, which is the risk that arises when an organization fails to meet laws, regulations, or industry standards, which can result in fines or damage to reputation. After understanding the type of risk, we need to know how to identify strategic risk. First, we need to analyze industry trends. We need to understand market change, technological advancements, and competitor actions in order to anticipate new threats that may arise. Second, we must assess the internal vulnerabilities of the organization. This means we must honestly assess the strength, weakness, and limitations of the resource we have. Thirdly, we must also pay attention to external factors such as political, economic, social, and environment change that can affect the business. After these risks are identified, we move on to the risk assessment and analysis stage. There are several important aspects here. We need to estimate the probability or likelihood of a risk occurring, usually based on historical data and industry benchmark. Then we evaluate the impact of the risk, both financial and non-financial, if the risk actually occurs. After that, we prioritize, meaning we focus on the most critical risks that could potentially hinder the organization goals. And equally important, we must recognize the intercombination between risks, because sometimes one risk can break another. And equally important, we must recognize the interconnections between risks, because sometimes one risk can exacerbate another. So how do we manage this risk? There are 4 risk mitigation strategies that can be used. The first strategy is avoidance. This is done by avoiding activities or processes that pose a risk. Second, reduction, which means applying certain controls or actions to reduce the likelihood or impact of the risk. Third, transfer, which means transferring the risk to a third party, for example, through insurance or by delegating part of the process to another party. And the fourth is acceptance of risk, which is a conscious decision to accept the risk, usually after considering the cost or benefit of mitigation that might be too great. To effectively manage risk, organization need to management framework. The first step is to identify, recognize, and define the main risk of the organization. The second step is to assess, analyze the likelihood and impact of the identified risk, then respond, which means developing and implementing appropriate mitigation strategy. And finally, monitor, which means continuously monitoring risk exposure and the effectiveness of the control that have been implemented. monitoring and reviewing this risk is very important. We must use key risk indicators to track change in the risk exposure. Additionally, we need to conduct regular risk reporting to stakeholders so that all parties receive accurate and timely information about risk management activities. And of course, this process must be carried out on the spirit of continuous improvement with ongoing evaluation and adjustment of the risk management process. The integration of risk management in the business decision-making process is also very important. At every decision-making stage, we must identify potential risks, analyze their impacts, develop mitigation strategies, and continuously monitor and adjust our plans as the situation evolves. Moreover, building a risk-aware culture within the organization is the key to long-term success. It starts with the commitment of the leadership, which must visibly show support management efforts. And it's also important to establish open risk communication at all levels of the organization, as well as provide training to employees so that they have the ability to identify, assess, and manage risk. In conclusion, there are several things we need to remember. First, risk management must be conducted with a comprehensive, holistic approach throughout the organization. Second, the risk management process must be continuously improved through monitoring, review, and adaptation to change. And third, a risk-aware organization culture must be truly implemented in every aspect decision-making and operational process. By effectively implementing business and strategic risk management, organization will not only be able to protect themselves from threats, but also seize opportunities, become more adaptive, and strengthen their competitive advantage in the future. That's all for this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you in the next video.